Jeffrey Epstein was murdered because the names he mentioned were powerful enough to make the system collapse by their incarceration. Let's celebrate his death, as a sign that there are still just forces in our rotten world. This historic event has woken up a percentage in consciousness that we are close to the planetary harmonic convergence. Not a single American citizen believes the mainstream version of the story except maybe 0.0000001% who must have a serious neurological discapacity. The Day of Judgment is near, no matter how religiously you want to interpret it or not, but consider the possibility for a moment that sacrifices beyond human imagination from good and evil have been done in the most serious competition in the universe over who of both is going to win this time. The 2020 presidential elections all over the world will bring significant changes, both positive and negative depending on which country. The time has come to cut the people out of our lives who do not support our true life purpose or desire and only stay with our most loyal allies, but sometimes we have to learn to accept solitude, especially in cases of survival. Latin America is going through a phase of armed revolution against the state in countries like Chile, Ecuador and Bolivia, which are just the first examples of what is to come. Venezuela might never recover from its crisis, and the Dominican Republic is near that limit of stability as well. The American continent is sacred ground according to true spiritual understanding, and we are all about to experience the battle of our lives. The time to make radical but serious and honest decisions is now. Do not give in to your emotional codependence towards people who don't really appreciate you for who you are or even damage you. The disasters that will occur will be necessary to unite humanity under the spirit of truth and the sword to divide people against each other, but at the end for a neutral and specific purpose. The amount of what is at stake here is in reality beyond human acceptance, so let's just stay on this level for now. Whatever you do, do it as your life depends on it. This is it. Everybody will know how to act in the moment of truth, survival, and most importantly than anything else, if they decide to give in to fear or love. Love is the only thing that gives us the will to live, so with what will happen to many humans very soon in a very near future will determine what they truly appreciate or how they will let themselves be broken from the inside and turn into demons. There are multiple prophecies taking place from multiple religions at the end, forgetting the supposed defenses and all timelines, moving towards the inevitable result that was going to happen one way or another. Sooner or later we all pay the price for our actions, no matter if good or bad. It doesn't matter if you believe in a higher force, intelligence or God. The only thing that matters is that if you are someone who likes being happy, joyful, laughing and trying to bring love to the world, you are loved by God in ways you cannot imagine. Sometimes there are select chosen individuals whose destiny is to suffer immensely, but precisely to become the ultimate weapons against evil, and therefore they are the angels of death or Shinigami. A lot of humans are going to die, and unfortunately we cannot always avoid collateral damage towards innocents, but the final goal of this entire planetary historic play is to get to a state of balance more than heaven on earth, for we are so close to hell that we are standing near the gates. Racism, religion, homosexuality, marijuana or metal music are not going to be controversial subjects anymore, for the union of humanity will make the concept of controversy disappear except one. The only thing that truly divides sentient beings is egomania, evil, abuse, sadism, rape and willful moronic ignorance towards evil just to feel good and not give a damn about innocent people who need help. Whatever is necessary will be done to make humans more empathic, for they will understand that their very existence, spiritual as well as physical, depends on it. The person who wrote this speech is just some underdog who happens to know some things and went through lengths in life unimaginable to most humans. But if you are interested in considering possibilities, then do. If you don't care about any of this, then you are free to live in ignorance until you inevitably pay the price for renouncing all your common sense. May God have mercy over humanity. The ones who truly have the will to survive, will survive. Free will has to be earned and defended. If you don't defend your free will, you don't have any value. This world is too evil and only the strongest survive. As long as you have truly a conscience, technically you don't have anything to worry about, but just to make sure, you should train yourself in using a handgun, boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Kali, and in the worst case rifles, depending on the stability of your country or environment. Your will be tested to the highest point to prove your worth. A new civilization will emerge at the end, and it will basically end with what you humans describe as utopia, getting back to the origin of existence. Our only true purpose is to unite with our soulmate or soulmates and experience lustful love for all eternity in our heavenly realms, free of suffering. What you are willing to do for that is up to you. Get beyond your denial. Stop deluding yourself. Be honest to yourself and ask yourself what it is that you really want for your life and what you are willing to do to complete all the steps. The only way is all the way.